Welcome everyone! This is something different, isn't it? I'm using one of those PNG costumes. The link to which is in the description because it's important. It's important to credit artists. It was just something I found for free on Booth, so it's nice. So I should have chat up. But I'm seeing it's not up, and I have a feeling maybe something went wrong, maybe it's fine. Worst case, I can quickly add chat. Midway through this room. Oh, it works! Oh my god, it's horrible! What happened to your name, Patty? It's so blue! Oh, and thank you, Patty! It's in the link if you want to use it. The person who made it has like some other cute assets too. Yes, this is a YouTube only stream. I want to try and do that once a month. I did kind of like stream to both, but because it can be a little funny on Twitch's end, and my signal won't allow it, I can't multi-stream. So, yeah. But you are like a eye-hurting blue Patty. But yes, so the outfit and the marshmallows to the side are made by this person. Unfortunately, I forgot their name, but if you click the link, they're there. As well as the background and the kotatsu. It's made by Okumono, which is a really useful... If you VTube, or if you just make anything, it's a really useful site to get some graphics and backgrounds from. Anyhow, I got myself a nice warm drink. I hope you love something toasty too. I have a orange hot chocolate. Pretty good if you ask me. But yeah, it's something I want to like branch out for a while, but just because my previous signal was really, really bad. You know, remember when I had to stream from university for a period of time? And then I was on my laptop, so I couldn't exactly do anything too adventurous with my computer. Like, for example, this PC can handle multiple outputs. My ThinkPad cannot. Yeah, I'd like to stream once a month, so I just have like YouTube as a backup if anything else happens to Twitch. Because, Twitch is gonna Twitch. I'm actually a little bit worried about next week's karaoke stream just because of some rule changes. Technically, most of those rules were there in the first place. But, I'm worried they're gonna get a step up, basically. But we should be fine. I'll just private the vote immediately. Well, unlist. So I work in retail, and today was Black Friday. It actually wasn't as bad as last week. Yeah, Twitch be twitching. Technically, I think there's more footfall this week. But I think I kind of acclimated to last week's footfall a bit better. So this week wasn't as bad. But yeah, there was loads of things to do, loads of customer interaction. I don't want to see another human being for 48 hours. No thank you. Also, they redid the work schedules, and I had 2 days of overtime, and that was completely removed, and I was like, I can't work that much technically because of my benefits, which actually I need to talk about because I had a bit of a slap in the face this morning because of that. So I can only like work 2 extra shifts, and that's about it. And ooh, sorry, I think someone's walking by. Just a second, I can hear some loud stuff. Okay, it doesn't sound like construction. I thought it was just, I think it's just shopping bags. Anyhow, but yeah, so that was all my overtime gone. And I was like, I wouldn't mind having at least one. And I managed to get it in the end. I guess it just happens sometimes because I'm only contracted for a certain amount of hours. And technically that wasn't taken away from me, so that's probably what happened. I digress. So I got paid today, and I got my benefits. I thought, considering like how much I earn a month, I earn about between 200 and 300 pounds a month, which is nothing. And I thought that was like so low, you wouldn't get universal credit taken away from it. Well, actually, it turns out universal credit was a month behind, and they subtracted over £100 for when I was paid £200 last month. So, I only got 100. So the maximum amount you can get, the maximum amount you can get for someone my age, so under 25, is £311. I was paid £190. And considering I did a lot of overtime last month, I say I did a lot of overtime. I did 2 days of overtime last month, and that means they're gonna subtract £150. So I actually have to do at least 1 day of overtime this month, or else I'm gonna have like a massive deficit next month. So if I only got paid, like if I did less work this month, so let's say I only did like 1 shift each week, I would only be left with £350, which is nothing. So thank you for the sub, Patty. To be fair, I have multiple channels, so that's I need to make alerts for YouTube too. I feel kind of bad because I don't have that. Which is like barely above like what you get normally, because so if it was actually lined up with how much I earned, that means I would have gone at £450, which means about £150 more than what you get normally. But it's just, it's rough, man. They do, in fact, like, if I'm not mistaken, because for whatever reason, well, the reason is to make it hard for people to claim benefits, which is hellish. It's really hard to find out how much benefits you're entitled to. So you kind of have to like solve a mystery to work out what you're entitled to, how much that'll be, what impacts it. Like, I spent a solid few hours researching housing benefit because I didn't want to work too much, so that would impact my housing benefit. I'd love to work more, but if I do, I'll literally become homeless again, so I can't. So what do? It really traps you. I think I'm currently safe with what I earn from what I did the calculations on, and even with overtime. But yeah, it's rough, man. So previously I was doing all my like living costs by like £500 a month. So I basically broke it down by rent, which I have to pay, which isn't as much as you have to pay elsewhere because it's a hostel. I have some debt due for student finance because they overpaid me. Yeah, exactly. It's like a hellish mini game. Okay, I think I'm gonna move. Where is it? There we go. I think that's a better place for you, chat. Enjoy the there we go. I'm suing Archive himself. Actually, technically, the Sweet Pie channel is the second channel because I had the archive first, but then I thought, you know, there's no point me dumping all my VODs in one place if I'm gonna make stuff at the same time, so this came second. So that means it has the messed up URL because it's not the first one. But yeah, so you have people dodging their taxes, earning millions, but then when it comes to someone just, you know, trying to stay alive, like, I didn't choose to be homeless. I was born into it. Yeah, you can have some marshmallows. Here, chat, do you wanna, I'm gonna lower you down. There you go. Enjoy the marshmallows. Okay, you've had enough. Back up you go. But yeah, it's just, it's horrible. So I'm basically working off a deficit of like over £50 a month now. So I have rent, my food shopping, which my food shopping is actually the bulk of my shopping now. Bulk of my expenditures. So it's about, I try to spend £100 a month plus £25 for like, I don't know, if I want to get a takeaway, because I'm allowed to enjoy life. If I want to go to a cafe, if I want to get myself a piece of cake, like, you shouldn't have to suffer just because of your material circumstances, you know? So I spend about £125 on my food shopping. I spend like, about like £60, it's more than £60. Let's say £70 on rent a month. I'm also ahead of my rent because it's not a strict requirement of where I live, but they prefer you to be ahead, so I'm ahead of rent. And I also have debt which I have to pay back, which is £15 a month. There's transport because I need to get to places. I don't have a car. I can't easily bike to places, especially in winter because it's wet and you can slip everywhere because the UK doesn't have good roads. Potholes are legendary. So transport's like £30 to £40 a month. But that's gonna go up in the new year when they increase the goddamn or rather when they get rid of some of the subsidy for bus tickets. Because here in the UK, for the past couple of years, we've had subsidised bus tickets, meaning a single anywhere, well not anywhere, but most buses, if you pay for a single, it's £2, which is really cheap. And it's like cheaper than a return, so you get a single to where you want to go. And that's going to go up in the new year, so that's another cost I need to think of. And I have to make universal credit meetings, so I have to travel there. If I want to go to see my parents, I have to pay for transport. So there's many things like transport. I thought it was January. I was seeing a lot of places saying, oh, we're going to up it in January. And I'm trying my best to save money for when I can move out, because I'm waiting for a council house or some sort of council accommodation that's more permanent, and you know, once I have a more permanent location, I can take more risks with finding a job, because currently I'll be homeless if I do that. And yeah, I want to be able to work full time, but I just can't due to my health and living circumstances, you know? So I'm trying to save up money so when I move into that place, if I'm unable to get certain white goods, which are just, you know, like a fridge, a table, I'll have some savings I can get important stuff with. And you know, I want to have savings. My whole life I've lived like hand to mouth. So I'm in a situation where I can kind of like save, but I'm going to have to cut back on that a little bit as well as my own personal spendings. It's just, it's rough. But the reduced food I got the other day feels even more like treasure because of that. Thank you, yellow stickers. I actually had I had a korma curry and naan for dinner tonight. It was really good. I actually have a couple of curries left too. Although I don't think I can buy any more food. I think even if it's going to be like not great food, I'm going to try my best not to spend any other money on like if it's beans on toast or like spaghetti hoops, then so be it. I've had situations where I couldn't even afford food, so it's better than nothing. We used to have 60 years worth of free travel bonuses, but they took them out, so now I pay 91 euros a month. Oh, for fuck's sake. That sucks. I'm sorry you don't have that anymore. That is a good hot chocolate. I hope some of you have a hot drink to relax with right now. I should probably get some water too. I might do that in a few minutes. But yeah, because I know I at least have one extra shift this month, which means, well, it's not, see, I'm paid every last Friday of the month, and there's like it cuts off midway in the month. So I'm hoping I'm not going to be like in as bad a situation like as I possibly could be, because I am definitely going to earn a little more. And yeah, if I almost wish overtime wasn't so, like, I get paid more for overtime, which is good, and you should get paid more for overtime, but it's kind of shooting me in the foot, and I don't think I can ask, hey, can you not pay me overtime? Because that'll probably violate some law out there. So yeah, I think of beans at least. I'm definitely gonna have some jacket potatoes. That is definitely on the menu. Sometimes I feel like beans on toast, but I feel like if I have to choose, almost every single time, I'll choose a jacket potato over beans on toast. Potatoes are just superior. Potatoes are the best. Although I love bread. It's just, I have like the really cheap farmer's loaf bread that I keep in the fridge so it doesn't go off. Is that the most enjoyable way to eat bread? No, not in the slightest. But I'm a broke ass bitch. So the bread lives in the fridge. And I have cheese too, so it's like, it becomes a, hang on, I've got like a, I have a lot of receipts because, I already got Christmas presents this year for my family. It's only 3 people, but it's sorted out. But yeah, I have some cheese, so it's gonna be a good meal when I do get to it. Although, I think I'm gonna make myself fajitas tomorrow. Oh yeah, if I don't have it in the fridge, I freeze it, but because it's a bit of a pain to defrost bread, I just keep it in the fridge. It lasts about as long, so I don't know. Yeah, it is a good way to keep extra bread. Absolutely. And in fact, I think with like many loaves, you'll like see that it has like a line going through the middle saying, why don't you freeze the other half? Which is a good thing. Another way you can use leftover bread, you can make breadcrumbs. Or can you... There's also French toast. Now, I'm gonna sound real stupid when I say this, because I've actually never had it before. But you can make bread and butter pudding with it, right? Right? I don't know if you can or not. I would assume so, because it's in the name. Bread and butter. It's also my mum's birthday next week. I got her some halva. See, I don't know if I like croutons or not. If they're there, I'll eat them. But I feel like they just feel pointless to me. Like, they're just hard. I mean, they're cubed, like, that's cool, I guess, but I feel like it's nice to have, like, a fresh piece of bread with soup or something. Even salad. Oh, I wish my house was cold. I mean, I guess it sucks for you. Oh god, that sounds so unsympathetic. Like, but where I am right now, because I'm on the top floor and it's a really old building, all the heat travels up to me. So, we've had, like, many negative nights so far. I still have to keep my window open because it's just so goddamn warm. But at least I'm not free, you know what? In a way, I'm kind of more used to the temperature of living in a caravan. Practically in the wilderness. But, you know what? I like not having mice in my ceiling. And water leaking all the time. And dampness. So I guess you gotta just see what you have. And be grateful what's available. Unless that situation sucks, then... You know... Sure, you may not be dying, but you're gonna feel like dying. Oh, right. Oh, because the one way I stayed warm, like the one form of heating, aside from like pulling on more layers, was a fire. I always smelled like smoke at school and it made me really self-conscious. Like, teachers say, oh, you smell really smoky, and I was like... There was no way I could get rid of the smell just because I was always around a lit fire. Like, I love smoked foods, and the best way to have a jacket potato is wrap it up in tinfoil and put on some hot coals. Like, then the potato is just like fluffy and it has a smoky flavor in it. It's the best. But I don't want to smell smoky. If I can help it. I'm not a jacket potato. Yeah, it's like... I feel like it's a very integral part to camping in the UK, but you just get a jacket potato. It's good. I wish there's... I know you can like buy smokers and like burn wood in them and it has that similar flavor, but I want a lazy way of making smoked potatoes at home. Or do I have to build a fire? Trust me, you don't want me to build a fire. I'm actually quite good at making fires though. For better or for worse. Also, Another thing, because we're on YouTube, we can't really have Mix-It-Up-Bot do Mix-It-Up-Bot things. So if you... I have a hotkey for cat ears. If you want cat ears chat, we'll put on the cat ears. We'll just kind of switch things up a bit. I do like the smell of smoke, but I'm also just used to it. I'm sure people don't like it if they can have the choice, but... Yeah, I was used to it too, but it made me really self-conscious because I smelled so different from everyone else. I do tend to prefer, like, sweeter smells. I still have, like, this giant tub of Snow Fairy from Lush I got, I think, 2 years ago. It's probably not that good still, but it still smells nice, and I'm still gonna use it. Because I got it for, like, £3 because it was, like, a end-of-year sale. If I don't get... I love bargains. I will live and die by bargains. Yeah, actually for years we didn't have a fire extinguisher. I do now, at least before I left, but yeah. Also, a fire blanket is a good call too, because if you need to just like put something out small, just use a fire blanket. Actually, you know, now that I remember, when I moved into my second accommodation at university, they only installed a fire blanket a few months into when I moved in, which is not very good in hindsight. Classic uni landlord not installing safety stuff. That place, I had a hole in my ceiling for like 4 months. And there was just like water dripping in there. It was horrible. I just had more of my hot chocolate. Hey look, it's I'm Suing too! Have you ever seen I'm Suing and I'm Suing Archive in the same room? I haven't. You stop snacking on wires. Instead, snack on copper wire. That's the good stuff, okay? But no, get fire blankets aren't that expensive, I think, so get that. I also hear, like, this is for, like, smaller fires, but salt isn't a bad way to put it out either, because it suffocates the fire. But only if it's, like, a small one in the kitchen, I guess. Lies, you're 2 people in a trench coat I'm suing, and you can't convince me otherwise. That's what they all say. I'm the proper account. When you're really just 2 people in one flesh suit, I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. To be fair, wires do have the microplastics, and I do like microplastics. Ooh, I think after this stream, I'm going to... You know, I know exactly what you mean when you say it's like when you lick a battery. It gives you that nice tingly feeling. Is it bad to lick batteries? I haven't done it in a while. But like, what are the long-term health consequences of that? Can I give another one a good lick for like old time's sake? Just a little lick as a treat. In fact, chat, if you have any leftover batteries, give them to me. I'll eat them. Can't spell inedible without edible. But yeah, before, as I was saying, it's also my mum's birthday coming up soon, and I got her some halva. I finally found a place that does it. And they actually sell it in flavors I haven't seen before. I mean, I've seen it before, but not for this particular, like, brand. It's, well, I don't know if it's actually a Polish company or not, but I see a lot of, like, Polish sweets with this brand. It's, like, Wedel or something? I guess it'd be Wedel because it's a W in Polish, which is the. But no, I got some halva, peanut flavor. I was asking my mum, like, what's her favorite flavor, and she said All halva. It doesn't matter the flavor. She loves all halva equally, so I'm just gonna give her this because I've never gotten her this kind before. I still need to get her a birthday card. I had no luck searching for one where I am, so I'm gonna go out somewhere and find one. I also need to find a nice card for some of my grandparents, because they don't get the 10-pack cards. They get something extra. Exactly. You need to dispose of your battery safely. Into my mouth. Exactly. Chat, I will give you rocks if you give me batteries. No, they're actually rocks. They're marshmallow shaped rocks. Also, do you have any crude oil, chat? I'll eat that too. I'm not fussy. Oh yeah. I'm going to try and finish the cooking emote tonight, and tomorrow we are going to draw the thumbnail for the next Okami video. It's not... Yeah, it's... It's not the one I've been alluding to that I'm gonna draw, which I'm still not certain whether I'm gonna draw it for part 3. Not crude enough, Jay, I'm afraid. It needs to be crude oil. Black as my soul. I mean, if it's vegetable, you're just kind of half-assing it. Anyhow, I have something in mind. I'm not gonna go into too much detail now, as I feel like it might be lost on some of you. But I think the thumbnail will have Rao in it. And myself as usual. Although I'm actually... So there's also going to be an additional video apart from the 3 main arcs in Okami. The legendary Broly posting video. I was thinking of just making the thumbnail for that the Broly emote, but I'm thinking it's not going to quite look right compared to my other thumbnail art. So I might actually have to draw something new for that. I don't know. Do we have another Broly drawing stream? I also have to draw a thumbnail for the Breath of the Wild cook-off. I have not done any editing this week. It's been kind of nice, just relaxing. I haven't been putting too much stress on myself, although I am always stressed. But... Oh, gasoline? Gasoline could be okay. A little bit of diesel, a little gasoline. Yeah, I can have that. It's not crude oil, but it's better than cooking oil. So yeah, I'll try and work out what I'll do for the thumbnail. It's just like another thing I was just doing, is just photoshopping some stuff and making it look incredibly cursed. You've seen me shitpost before, chat. But the only issue is that I feel like it won't properly be cohesive then. So I don't know what to do. I just feel I feel like at a loss almost. But I'm sure I'll work something out. Oh wait, hang on. I have an idea. I could just have Broly, but you can have me pointing at him. Like doing the face and going pointing at Broly. Is Ass Prophet my name now? What one oil video? There's an oil video? You know, there's a video for everything. Crude oil, diesel, gasoline. Maybe a little propane. Although doesn't propane have to be really cold in order to drink it? Yeah, we'll work something out. Because I don't mind for my VODs whether I just have my model. And yes, it's still a piece of art because I drew it. And you know, it's just it's a rigged Photoshop file. So now I can do stuff like this, and you know, it moves. Saint Prophet as provider. Just get a business card on that, with that on it. Brain work. But yeah, I don't mind that for my VODs, but I feel like when it comes to a, like, proper edited video, I want to actually make something unique for it. I at least have my reference images for that, so in a way, it's a good thing nobody suggested something for me to draw this week, because I think I might have been overexerting myself if I just went ahead and did something different. I think these art streams are going to be really good for me catching up on things and putting less stress in my life. Because God knows I need that. Although I won't always, like, art streams won't always be making, like, you know, emotes and, like, assets that I need immediately. It'll be other stuff too. It's really strange, just because it is stressful to show off, like, how I draw to others. But those last 2 art streams I've had have been really relaxing. Which is good. I'm happy, I'm glad about that. And I'll check out the video after this stream I'm doing. But yeah, I really want to try and work out, like, what you can do with bots on YouTube. I feel like it's less than Twitch. Now, I don't know if that's just because of how YouTube is set up, or whether Twitch is just a more popular live streaming platform, so there's more bots. I'll work something out. It's not like I'm going to stream here frequently, like once a month, and it might mainly be just chatting streams. Because I haven't done one of those in forever. Exactly! It's too intimate. I don't want you to see my bedroom, it's a mess. Although I've got the last of my boxes which wouldn't deteriorate back where my parents live. Oh. Oh well. I'll just take another sip of my hot chocolate. That definitely doesn't have crude oil in it. I have to make Sweetie Rat. Maybe at some point we'll make Sweetie Rat in Blender and have it rotate. I feel like that would be a good emote. Speaking of 3D, so for ages the 3D model was further ahead than the pirate model. That is no longer the case, and I've got to get back to making it because I want to try and finish all of the stretch goals before the end of the year. I really am sorry of how late a lot of things are. It's just things have been really hectic, and I really wish I did everything like in the first month or 2. People have seen a messy room. My condolences. 'Tis a fate worse than death. Yeah, I said just put in the Discord I'm doing. Also, I need to blow my nose. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a quick break just to get some water and blow my nose. I'll see you all soon. Did someone say barrels of crude oil? My nose is blown. I don't know why. My nose has been real stuffy for a while. Oh! 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 I know the video. I know the video. Is it specifically of Vinny playing? I forgot the name of the game. I know it's like just inspired by Wand of Wand? Wand of Gamelon? And there's a YouTube poop mod of it? Maybe I should play it someday. I have such a long list of games to get through. Because I've had so many issues with streaming. I'm not like where I am in terms of games where I want to play. But hey, at least after Paper Mario, we're gonna play some Half-Life. That's cool. And then Half-Life 2 after Xenoblade 2. 2 twos. And I think once we're done with Tora at least, we're just gonna have like a vote for what game will be next. As long as it's not like a 60-hour RPG, we'll be fine. I was actually not that sure what to stream next week, because I know we were definitely gonna have the pirate karaoke. And there's a PC pool of Wine of Gamelon, and I'm just baffled someone went through the trouble board. I mean, one person's trash is another person's treasure. I don't see anything wrong with that. Unfortunately, there's no sequel to Crude Oil yet. Maybe someday we'll invent it. Wait, what's... I guess Diesel's the sequel to Crude Oil? Wait, okay. Hang on, it's like... Crude Oil? Oh my god. I did this in chemistry. What's like the whole... I'm gonna... Hang on, it's oil filtering process. Because technically I guess there is a sequel to... There is a sequel to Crude Oil. Filter flow. Okay. No, that's not... I did have my GCSEs. Where is it? Where's the oil? I need the oil. Why is it so hard to find a diagram of crude oil? Okay, so... Alright, from crude oil it goes to bitumen, lubricating oil, fuel oil, diesel, paraffin, naphtha... sorry, it's naphtha, isn't it? Petrol, and then liquid petroleum gas. So I guess that's the sequel to crude oil. In fact, my PC is the sequel to crude oil. Does that oil start drinking tea and speaking in a posh accent? Is there anything... Wait, no, my brain just died. Rebooting. been a while since I've just done a just chatting stream, and they're harder than you think. Like, when you have a game, you have something to riff off of. Or if you're, like, doing something like cooking or drawing, you can be like, oh, look at this thing I'm doing. But now there's no thoughts. No. I can buy your PCs, and I can consume the plastic in your house. But it doesn't go the other way. Only I can eat plastic. And judging by my tablet pen, I eat a lot of plastic. It's not as bad as my first tablet pen, but you can definitely... There's some indentations, some deformations. It's a little rough around the edges, but you know, what can you do? It's just what happens to a pen left around near me. I don't get how other people don't buy their pens. Like, I just don't understand it. They're so delicious. It's like that they taste like it's like something compulsive in me. That if I have it near me, I have to put it in my mouth. Batteries included, I guess. Maybe that's why I've licked batteries before, just because I put stuff in my mouth. I mean, that's on account of my autism, obviously, but still, it's just... I don't know. Exactly! Who in here hasn't licked a Switch cartridge before? The moment I heard it was gross, I had to lick it. It kind of tastes like earwax, if you ask me. Yeah, it's... I think I've gone better at it, but like compared to other streams, I can only go for like an hour to 2 hours with it. Which is why I chose it for today's stream, because I get tired after work. What's your favorite tasting Switch cartridge? I think mine is... Which one's my favorite to lick? Let's go with... What's the tasty cartridge? Yeah, I'll just say Rune Factory 4 Special. Tastiest cartridge. Smash Ultimate. I don't actually have Smash Ultimate. I think I just missed the hype of it. Like, it looks good, but I don't know. The last Smash game I bought was for the 3DS. I was really excited about it because it was back when I was living off-grid, and so I could only play on handheld consoles. And the fact there was a Smash game coming to the 3DS, I was like, oh, I can play Smash! And so it was really special for me. I was like waiting for the release. I was reading Nintendo magazines, like, oh yeah, I'm ready for it. And then when it came out, it was great. I feel like waiting for games nowadays isn't as exciting as it used to be. Maybe it's just because I was younger and less experienced and we've moved on to more digital formats. But like something about seeing a game in a magazine and like waiting for it to come out after hearing like little snippets about it. It felt extra special in a way. Oh, you like Rune Factory 4? Nice. I am really looking forward to 6 coming out eventually. Obviously, we have no real promo material aside from a title. There is also the Dragon one that's gonna come out. I don't know how I feel about that, but if it's Rune Factory, it's Rune Factory. I actually got the pre-order bonus for Rune Factory 5. No, sorry, Rune Factory 3 Special. And in the UK at least, there was some supplier issues with the patches. So if you got it, it didn't come with a patch. So you had to walk into a store and ask for it a few weeks later. I got it eventually, so that's good, but it was a bit... because I didn't get a receipt, like a genius. And I was like, oh no, I really want the patch. You remember me from here last time? And thankfully, the member of staff did give it to me. Yes, in fact, it's actually a spin-off of Harvest Moon. Although Harvest Moon is no longer called Harvest Moon, it's called Story of Seasons due to a licensing issue of Natsumi. Is it Natsumi Inc. or something? So the actual people who made Harvest Moon don't have the name Harvest Moon anymore, it's Story of Seasons. And yeah, it's just a Harvest Moon but with RPG elements. And because of that, I think it's in every way better than Harvest Moon. Like, the characters are better, it usually looks more aesthetically pleasing with like the character portraits. There's more in-depth gameplay. I just like it more. Then again, I guess I know everyone wants like that kind of game. Also, in Rune Factory 5, they removed like any like gendered romantic partners. So you can date everyone. Which is what I did. Unlike, I think Rune Factory 3 was the last game where marriage was mandatory to progress the story. Although in 4 it became locked out till you finish the game, I think. But yeah, so the only thing that really changes that is that your partner lives with you and you get a kid, and you know, I didn't really want either of those things, so I just dated everyone. For completionism. I mean, I like them too, but the problem is that usually the weird romance option is typically the male option, like for a bachelor. Which is kind of unfair for people who want to date guys, I feel like. Like, for a lot of older Harvest Moons, when they eventually did, like, add female character, like, a female protagonist you could play as, you usually didn't get many good options if you wanted to date a guy. And my solution is to add freaks to both sexes. I hope we get an Eldritch Abomination, though, at some point. Actually, in Rune Factory 5, they added, so there were these bonus episodes you could have, and there was one for the dragon, although, unfortunately, she was given a human character portrait. Cowards. Let us date the dragon as the dragon. More dragon romances, please. No worries, Ark. Happy lurking. Although, I don't have a lurk command here. Wait, isn't like recently there was a whole dating sim that was released that's just about dating furniture? And I'm not talking about the ProZD like Cherem anime skit. I mean, isn't it literally a dating sim that was like an indie dating sim that was released like a few months ago where you can just date everything? Unfortunately, all the characters are humanoid. I want to see it taken a step further where you're just dating a table. Can we date the demon core? I want a demon core dating simulator. Actually, you know, Red Pie is really easy to understand and you can make dating sims real quick. We could make it on stream at some point. It depends on what I'm like, what you can see when I make it. Like, I don't want to accidentally dox myself while using the engine. It wouldn't be that hard to make a demon cool dating simulator. But who would want that? Aside from me and a good amount of people in chat. Would this be the demon cool with or without a screwdriver? Maybe because the demon cool you have to remove the screwdriver. I don't know. I'm gonna double check the demon cool Wikipedia page. Like a normal person. Ooh. Actually, would it be in poor taste to make a demon cool dating simulator? What are the ethics of making a demon cool dating simulator? I feel like it would probably be a bit morally dubious. Do we still have the demon cool? What happened to the demon cool afterwards, actually? Oh, it was melted down in 1946. I guess that could be an ending. The demon cool gets melted. Do I have a notepad app on my PC? Oh, surely by default every PC has a notepad. Post-it note. I do have a post-it note, hang on. It's a matter of whether I remember the... Well, the last post-it note I had was, Padoro. Hang on, demon cool dating sim. I feel like that could be made in like an afternoon or something. Maybe for a sequel. Although again, that kind of almost feels like a little too recent. I don't know. I'll think about it. You missed the logistics of a demon cool dating sim. I mean, I was just saying how there's no real like inanimate dating sims. Thankfully, Heterofil Boyfriend at least lets you date the pigeons. Like, it sticks to that. But I don't know, like other dating sims when they're doing wacky things, I feel like they tend to humanize things too much, and I'm like, no, I want the inanimate object, please. I'm just looking up images of the demon cool. I wanna see what materials I can work with. See, Elephant's Foot could be a sequel. I guess I could just draw the demon cool. You know, casual. I still can't believe most of the time it was just held up with a screwdriver. Like, screwdrivers can't just like... They're bad at keeping things in place at best of times. When just like, keeping something ajar. Yeah, exactly, that's what I was saying before you left, Talk. I was saying, oh yeah, like, they made a dating sim about dating furniture, but they made the furniture hot and not, you know, furniture. I mean, not like those things are exclusive, like, mutually exclusive. I mean, if you find furniture hot, who am I to judge? I want a kotatsu so badly. When I get my own place eventually, I think I'm gonna build a kotatsu. They just look so cozy all the time. A family friend of mine does have one, and it was really nice using it when I visited her. I wonder if she still has it because she moved house about a year ago, so she may not have one anymore. I don't know if every single kotatsu has a heater in it, but most do, so, you know, keeps you warm. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it justice. I'm more interested in the demon cool. It's what everyone wants. I've also got to make the creature soon too. The creature must live. Realistically, the creature won't take long to make, just like a solid day of work. Not even. Because the creature isn't really well shaded, it just exists, like, in 2D without much definition. Is there anything else that I'm supposed to be working on right now? Aside from assorted emotes for people that I know. Oh yeah, the pirate outfit. But I'm working on that anyway, so I don't really have to make note of it. In case you want to know the song list for the pirate karaoke, it's currently on the Discord. So if you do want to check it out, it's there. In the notice board. And yeah, Paper Mario. It's cool. For the longest time, when I used to have a GameCube, I didn't have a memory card. So we did have Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, but I'd only get to Petalburg, and that's about it. I would constantly like just reset it constantly just because I didn't have a memory card. It was like I was in an infinite time loop. No, actually, I must ask, is that like the Victorian era that there was a cholera outbreak? Because, which is like the 1900s? Because, various diseases were very popular in Victorian romance novels. Don't ask me why. The Victorians just loved the diseases, I guess. Maybe a sociologist would have a better answer to why Victorians were so enamored with deadly diseases. But I do not know, I'm afraid. And you know what? I think Black Friday took more out of me than I expected. So this is gonna be a very, very, very short just chatting stream, everyone. We will have another one coming up for Christmas. I don't know if it's gonna be in the exact same format. Maybe I might split it up with some games along the way. We'll see. We'll see. So I feel a little bad, like this stream wasn't that exciting. I'm just finding my footing and all that jazz. Yeah. What do I want to say? I know it's long, but if you haven't watched the Okami vid, give it a watch. Or comment on it or something. Or give it a thumbs up. A thumbs up? A like. God, I sound like a boomer when I say that. It was nice and relaxed. Yeah, that's good at least. That's good at least. Just gonna do a big stretch. Yeah, no, the Victorians were weird. They also loved digging tunnels. Again, I don't know why. They just loved tunnels. Tunnels and disease. Alright then. I think I am gonna wrap up today's stream then. I know there's a sort of like raid feature on YouTube, but I know no one who streams on YouTube. So there's not gonna be a raid today. I don't know if I ever will raid someone on YouTube just because I'm very unfamiliar with it. Like streaming on YouTube. But maybe we will someday. But today is not that day. Anyhow everyone, stay warm, and I'll see you tomorrow for some art on Twitch. Yeah. Ankles, showers, despicable. Anyhow, bye-bye for now.